if you want to know about the Buddhism, that is the first thing you have to understand. How important to keep, to how do you say, to get rid of the concept of the dualism. That is the Buddhist teaching anyway. The Buddhist teaching, the importance of the Buddhist teaching, the principle of the Buddhist teaching. Of course, externally people say, oh, Buddhists teach about the karma. Karma is very important in Buddhism. Okay? And some people say, Buddhist doesn't believe God. Or some people say, Buddhist is a way of developing life, and improving one's own lifestyle. That is the Buddhism, Buddhist teaching. Buddhist is not religion. There's a different way of presenting the Buddhist teaching. But actual fact, when it comes back to the reality thing, it says that dualistic mind is not the one that we want. We want the non-dualistic way of perceiving things and living in this world. So this is what we want. And you can call it by many different interesting names. You can call it Mahamudra, you can call it wisdom, you can call it union, you can call it, great perfection, anything. You can call it Madhyamaka, whatever. There are lots of different names. Names, as I said yesterday, names are very much inspiring, tools to inspire. So therefore you can put a very good name. And especially, like yesterday I said, English is very difficult to find a good name for that, The Sanskrit is a very rich language. So we have to copy from the Sanskrit and all these things. But still we are not really succeed in copying Sanskrit terminology into the English, this thing. It's a very difficult because English is a very poor language when it comes to spirituality. But anyway, we manage to steal some interesting words from Catholic and Christian and Christianity, that sort of thing. So we are stealing the names and the terminologies from there. So then that's the thing. For example, if I say the retreat is also, I think it's something to do with a very conservative way of calling retreating yourself. But actually, it is not really an interesting. It's not really appropriate. An appropriate name for the retreat, something like what we really think about. Actually, it is the other way around. Actually, we have to really. How do you say? We have to think about opening ourselves instead of retreating ourselves. We have to open ourselves and that sort of thing. But then, of course, commonly we use the word retreat. That again, it's a word that we how do you say? We steal from other religion. However, what I'm saying is that we need to know that wisdom is very important. So wisdom can only be achieved or acknowledged or understood when you have no idea, or when you have a great understanding about the union. Otherwise, never be possible. Never, ever, No matter, how many people, in the Buddhist community, we have a lot of meditating people. We have a lot of people who are retreatant. We are in 3-year retreat, 4-year retreat, 10 years retreat, and all these things. But they're not, they have to do 10 years and this and that, so many years of retreat. Why? Because they just can't break through that conceptual mind, that dualistic mind. That is the reason they had to work very hard. Including Milarepa, he had to work very hard to break through this dualistic conceptual mind. So this is the thing. including Milarepa, every yogis and every practitioners, they were struggling with that. And we are struggling with that. If anybody is interested in achieving enlightenment or achieving to understand to understand the Buddhahood, first of all you have to break through your dualistic mind. And how to break through that? Then you have to do Guru Yoga.